Good evening, folks, and welcome to another episode of JD Gaming and Design. Today I am going to share two deck techs back to back in one video for the game of War, World Auto Racing. After playing a couple of games, I decided to build my own. One deck is a fully modded out car, and the other one is a zero modded car, to see if the mods make a difference with gameplay or if it's just luck of the draw. So we'll start with the modded one, Raven, mod cap of 3, which is nice. You can have 3 different mods in at once, and I think I got 3 or 4. He starts out with a base power of 2 and a handling of 4 star. Apply 2 handling on a corner. And then we'll start off with recycled race tires. Using tires does not bother your mod count. Tires are free. So with the 3 cap, I can still put my tires on. And they apply 2 handling if a corner was played this round or if the current course is a corner. As the card says, I get +2 if there's a corner being played. And then I'll just skip straight to those. I got 3 copies of corner. Apply ×1 power and ×2 handling. And then hairpin. 3 copies of that. Apply ×0 power and ×2 handling. Check during the scrap step junk hairpin. So it's only around a turn, but maybe that ×2 handling will get me in the lead long enough. This deck is basically structured around mods. We got NOS. It's a bolt-on. Action: uninstall this mod and apply ×2 power this round. So if I have another mod in hand, I will just scrap it real quick and add the ×2. I'll use a clear control, junk a condition, or draw a card. Swap meet, another control card. Draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards. So with clear, I am banking on someone playing a condition, because I am not. So that's only in there just in case my opponent decides to play some kind of condition, and I can just get rid of it if it's hindering my progress to win the game. 3 copies of another control, Frantic Tinker. You may play an additional mod this round. That is nice to combo off, so I can play Turbo 1 and then a Turbo 2, or I can just add another Stage 1 mod to my car if I have it in my hand to get that extra points the first couple rounds. Gloom Kids Turbo Stage 1, 4 copies. Adds 2 power, 0 handling. Gloom Kids Turbo 2 stage, apply 4 power. You check when you install this mod, you may ignore the effects of an active condition this round. So that's a little extra boost there. For my opponent's conditions, I can just ignore it for a turn. And then we'll jump into Misfits Weight Reduction Stage 1. Apply 1 power and 1 handling. And then Misfits Stage 2. Apply 3 power and 2 handling. Misfits Stage 3. This is the only mod that I actually have all 3 stages in my deck. This will add 6 power and 3 handling. Then we'll go Gloom Kids Stage 1 breaks and 4 copies of the Break Kit 1 and 3 copies of Gloom Kids Break 2. Break 1 is apply 2 handling. Break 2 is apply 5 handling. So there is my modded out car. Hopefully with enough. It doesn't take too many rounds to get through. Lately, our games have lasted 10 to 12 rounds to get to the 100 mark that is suggested in the rulebook. I mean, if you want quicker games, you can make it last like 50 points or whatever. And then deck 2, Euro, starts out with 5-star power and 1 handling. And like I said before, mod cap is 0. No mods on this thing. We'll see how he handles compared to the other guy. Check when you apply an increase to power from a control or team card, apply an additional power. So you could already think of what's going to be in my deck. A lot of team and a lot of control. So we'll start off with 2 shortcuts. Control card. This round you may apply any course modifiers from an inactive course or a course in a junkyard during the progress step instead of the active course. 3 copies of track data, team card. Apply 1 power and 1 handling for each active course or condition. So I'll get +2 to my power since that's a team card. A-Spec Race, 2 copies, another team card. Get this down here so you can actually see it. Mods apply no changes to power or handling this round and can't take actions this round. So that gives us 2 turns there where the mods ain't going to help my car or my opponent's car if I let them use the deck. So that card alone should be enough to help this deck function just a little better. 4 copies of Backup Plan. That is also a team card. Each driver discards their hands and draws 3 cards. Each deck I have kept at the minimum of 44 cards. In the rule book, you can have a max of 59. I usually like to keep my decks at the minimum for a better chance of a better performing deck. 3 copies of All the Tricks, another team card. Apply 1 power and 1 handling for each control card you play this round. Control cards, you can play as many as you want. Every other card is 1 per turn. Start from scratch, 2 copies, team card. Discard your hand, then draw 2 more cards and you discard it this way. So that's pretty nice. A little extra card advantage, never hurt anything. 3 copies of Misfire, control card. Apply -4 power to any card this round. So we're hoping with a little manipulation of power, it gives this deck a little extra oomph it needs to win the race. 2 copies of Team Reset. Junk all stages of any 1 mod or junk every active mod in play. 4 copies of Scavenge. That is also a team card. Return any card from your junkyard to your hand. 3 copies, I believe, of Rummage. That is also a control card. Look at the top 2 cards of your garage, then put any number of them in your junkyard and the rest back on top of your garage in any order. Instinct, 3 copies. It's a control card. Apply +2 power and +2 handling if this is the first action you took this round. Otherwise, draw a card. So that's nice. You can play it first to get the power, or you can play it last to draw a card. That's all how you want to get ahead in the game. I have thrown 3 straightaways in here. Apply ×2 power and ×1 handling. And that'll also trigger the active check on the car card. And then 3 copies of Loot and Scoot control. You may discard a card. If you do, apply +1 power, +1 handling this round. Otherwise, draw a card. So you can discard a card to get the +1/+1 or not and just draw a card. This one, just like the previous one, is situational. Running wide tires, 3 copies. Tires, of course, do not count toward your mod cap. Apply +2 power if a straight was played this round or if the current course is a straight. And then finally, 4 copies of Nerves. It's a control. Apply -5 handling to any card this round. So we got one card that negs their power, and then another card that negs their handling. I believe this will be an interesting and exciting game to play. We have a car with no mods that is trying to skate by. And then we have a fully modded car that's just trying to blow the competition out of the water. So that is my Euro and Raven builds. Once they are played, I will possibly come back with a recap video. Or I might play it, see how it goes, and then make a play video. I haven't truly decided yet. We'll have to wait and see. Good night.